You were too quick for me there. It's okay.
Oh,
Hello,
yeah.
everybody. Hello. Welcome to 4 p.m. And welcome to Mona, if you've not been to Mona before. My name is Dean Stevenson, and this was my silly idea. There's probably something that each of us have, which is the thing we like to do. You might write poetry, you might mow patterns in your lawn, you might do dance, you might be a musician, you might play the guitar, I don't know, there's something you do which is probably usually separate from your job, whatever that is. And how often do you do it? And when you do get around to doing it, how much do you do? And how much kind of courage do you have to do it when either you don't feel like it or when you think the only ideas you've got aren't very good? All of these questions and more are kind of the premise of 4 p.m. where I come each day to here. And this morning, this page didn't have the music on it, and so I've spent the day writing. You might have seen me here writing music, and now we're going to play it in front of you. We're going to put it together. These guys are now making notes because they haven't played it before, and so we're going to do it in front of you. So there's a rehearsal period of a few minutes while we stop and start, and we'll use some of these terms are Italian and French because we like to sound fancy. But if you don't know what we're talking about, you can ask questions. If you've always wanted to ask a question of a double bass barrel, like how heavy is your bass, Stu? No idea. Shit, that's a terrible question. That one. How old is it? 280 years old. There you go. So the questions are already coming in. Who's got a? How old's yours? Probably only.
I don't know.
Don't know. No idea. Don't ask her how old her grandma is. So there we go. So questions, we can talk about the process and we can do all that whilst we play. Now my plan is we'll get through today's piece pretty quick. It's a fun little piece. Often Mondays are a kind of just a throw the shackles off kind of piece, a playful one. And then at the end of it, there's a piece that we wrote for Duck Mofo. I wrote for Duck Mofo. And I haven't heard it since, and I've been thinking about it. So we might play that, a little nice, slow, luscious one after this one, before you all go and catch the ferry and buy my book and spend all your money in the shop. Cool. So if you have a drink, good on you. If you don't, there's a bar just under the stairs there. Go and get one because there's a drinking game as well here at 4 p.m. Thank you very much for being here. Please give your love to today's quintet of Miranda, Natalia, Susanna, Sophie, and Stuart. And for those of you who have already read the blurb on the O device about 4 p.m, you're right. There are 5 people on stage, not 4 like it says on the O device. You're lucky we've got a quintet in here this weekend rather than a quartet. So my score is going to whiz by on that screen if you can see that. If you can't, there's a paper copy of today's piece over here. You're welcome to have a look at that as we play it. Hello everyone.
Hello. Hello, Dean.
Right then, a nice little playful piece. We'll start with Pitts and then see if you bow instead. Right. One, two. So far, so good. I'd like you to remember as we do this that this is sight reading. They're playing this for the first time, which is worthy of another. Right, of course, this is only a half speed. We'll speed the shit out of it in a minute and that'll be different. No, I'm joking. No, it's not, no. Right, any questions so far?
All good?
Good?
Yep.
Okay, we got as far as D. Let's go from D.
2, 3.
the bar at G is kind of light, almost in the background.
Sure.
And then when you the semiquaver runs, you join with viola, and then for the fourth bar of G, then you're in playing harmony together until probably
Do you want the
two
same
bars before H when you separate and do different things.
Do you want the same articulation at G as the beginning?
Yeah, thank you.
Slow.
Yep, lovely.
Do you mind if I mess with a couple of octaves?
Please do. And write them in if you can, yes, yeah, great. Octaves, that was the question. Yeah, good question. Can we go from F, please, which is just the second violin for 2.5 bars? G. Careful there. All right. Yeah, so the swoony thing, lots of multi-bib there. So whenever, there's that like a dee da 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 da. You have it a few times. It's always a kind of a big winding up of the thing.
Sure.
Whenever you have that.
So maybe I won't start as soft. Like it's a diminuendo from MF to F, not going back to P. Do you know what I mean?
It's not going back to P.
Okay,
No.
So stay low.
No.
Yeah.
All right. Now, as we put this together, we're halfway through. Not too far from the end. If anybody has any questions they want to ask about the musicians or me about what's been happening, we can have a chat. There's obviously there's music here. But there's a question already. Shit. Yes.
What time do you start?
10 o'clock when the doors open, or maybe a little bit after because I think there's coffee needed and things. But about 10. Yeah. Yes. Definitely 10. Definitely 10.
Similar to something.
I'm on site from 10. Hang on. Yes. Easy. How old were you when you started playing your instrument?
8.
11. 3. 9.
9. Susanna wins. 3 years old.
That's why she's the best.
That's why, of course. That's right. Wow. And yes,
Didn't help.
how old am I? That's not important, and it's a rude question.
No, it's not.
No, go on.
No, it's
How old are you?
How old do you think?
How old do you think he is?
How old do you think I am? It's a fun question. What's that? 53, you little fucker, you nailed it. Oh, Jesus. Right, there you go. Thanks, there you go. Shit. It's not very old. What's that? It's on the O. Oh, it's on the O device. All right. Yes. Well, that's a good question. How's it composing for a quartet? It's normally a quartet. Normally I insist on it being the same instruments because that's the challenge, to make that different every day. If it was, I remember our beloved owner who wanted to kind of, he's a gambler, so he wanted to do a dice roll each day, and which would determine what instruments I had to work with. There's a number of logistical reasons why that just won't work, because you can't have that many musicians on call waiting to, no, not me today, right, off to the pub then, you know. Imagine being the tuba player that just never gets the 5 on the dice roll. Another reason is I like strings and a whole bunch of other reasons. So quartet is what I like, but quintet is different because I guess in a quartet the cello is the bass instrument, whereas it's kind of let off the hook of having to do that role, and now the double bass has it, so the cello can do more things in the middle. It's extraordinary what that instrument does. It just the depth of the floor just goes boof. It's so much bigger, and I think if you were writing for this, it's not too much of a gap to start to arrange these for a string orchestra size, because it's essentially got one of each. Yeah, interesting. All right, let's hold your question.
One more.
Oh, one more. Where?
He's been waiting.
Oh, sorry. Which part do I write first? There's no rhyme or reason. It's just, whatever comes in. Sometimes it's a melody, sometimes it's just a speed. Sometimes it's like, it's a rhythm without any harmonic information at all, and then I have to find it. But as soon as you write one, the others follow very quickly afterwards. So it's not like you can kind of write the bass part and then go back to the start and then put the melody on top. They all kind of have a conversation the whole way through all together. Yeah. All right, let's keep going. We got as far as where?
So we got about to M-ish?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get M. Oh, yeah, we did,
Yeah. M. Yeah, M. Okay, let's go from M again. M.
2, 3.
Can I change a note? Can I go you to the A, please, on the 90. G, A.
Let's do it up.
the note higher.
Yeah, please, yep. From N for Nelly, please.
I'll start it up this time.
Okay. That's better. Cello,
Can you give me a key?
now hold there. So I think it bars 90, 95 to 90. I think I put you in the registers and it's compete. I've done this twice this weekend. Maybe go down. Maybe you're down to get out of the way. Yeah, let's try it again. From O, please. From the O.
Yep. 2, 3.
That was the last bar. So, let's just have a quick look at. I'll put a circle around those bars there. I'll fix that if I ever get back to
Do you want
it.
me an octave higher at 95, perhaps? I felt a bit dirty.
Yeah.
Dirty. No, I'm dirty.
Yes, please. Let's try it. Let's try it from 95. Right at 95, please. Up until.
Yeah, whenever I feel like it.
Is 95 like the
95 is the fourth bar of O.
Yep. Yep. Okay.
1, 2, 3.
cool. Now I want to have should we try a bit with you doing the bow rather than pits? Let's just try from R, yeah, from R. R, just R. We'll see if R.
Where is R? Oh yeah. 2, 3.
What do you think?
I prefer.
What do you think? Do you think you prefer it with the bow or with pits? You like pits? It's a bit kind of cleaner, isn't it?
Oh no, I like the bowing. So do I.
Let's do R again with pits. R from R. Can you hear the difference?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, just cleaned it up, I think. Yeah, cool. Great. Now we know how it goes.
Yeah, easy.
Want to give it a razz from the top?
Yeah, what do you think of the tempo?
I think you could probably nudge it a bit. Give it
Yes.
a nudge. Yep, thank you. Now, has anybody got any more questions? No? Anyone? Yes, over,
Yes.
over here. Yes. What the book? Because I like to talk about essentially creativity, which means my want is for you not to remember me. If I just go over here, then there's just a stage with 5 musicians on it. So look over there, and remember the rehearsal process. Remember what you've kind of, you've seen me writing, okay, and I'm the guy with the mic, okay, fair enough. But basically, this is a chat and a show about the act of being creative. So that's what this is. This is there's 471 days today, but for 150 of them, I kept a journal. So this is basically consecutive 150 days. I thought to myself, imagine if you could get like something you really like let's say it's a painting by Picasso, which is famous everywhere, or a Beethoven symphony that's famous everywhere, and we take it for granted. But imagine if Beethoven, for example, kept a journal of every day he was writing that symphony, and you could kind of check in to see how he was going. In order to kind of dispel some of the ideas about he just basically went to the toilet, wiped his bum, and there it was. It's not that genius. There's a lot of heartache that goes into making those things. So imagine if you could just check in and see what that process was like. So that's what that is. It's 150 days of my journal. After every day I make an entry. Wouldn't leave the building until I'd done one. And that's kind of what it is. So there's some essays of creativity in there as well. And there's a QR, you can see this microphone. So there's a QR code, so all of the live music is also through that. So you read about day 50, you can listen to day 50. And that's 11 hours of music just through that book. Now it's like stupid hours, 470 stupid. But that's what the book's about. And then these recordings, either through the download codes or the CDs, with download codes as well, you can get them in the shop. This is the ones where we go, like at the end of a day we go, it was okay, but whatever. And other days we go, wow, that was really good. And I can't tell you what the secret of making a good one is. They just arrive sometimes and they don't. So we make albums of our kind of favourites, I suppose. Yeah, there you go. Any question over here? Yes, sir.
No.
No? You? Oh.
Yep.
Has it ever not worked? Yeah. Yep, some days I write absolute steaming shit. And the thing with you, like let's say you write poetry, if you don't like what you've written, you just light the fire with it or smoke it or put it in the drawer and no one has to see it. Well, the bargain I've made is I have to show everyone what I've done, at least while I'm here. So yeah, some days they're not good. But whatever. Was there anyone here? One more question before we play? No?
Was that rude?
No? Great. Okay. Here we go. Here is, sorry, what's this? What inspired this in the first place? Well, because I've had a microphone in my hand professionally since I was about 15, so just kind of presenting to rooms is cool. I'm a musician, cool. I taught for a bit, cool. and I'm a dad. So put all of those things together, and those things allowed me to witness not only my own approach to being creative, but also watching my kids and young people as a teacher, and just like, that kind of hovering over the page and going, as I think I might have said earlier that today, if I gave you a sheet of paper and a pen and said, just write me a story, and in 5 minutes you hadn't written a single word, and if your response was, I couldn't think of anything, I'd call you a liar, because you did think of something. You just didn't like what you thought of. That's all that is. If you can't think of anything, I suspect you're dead. So that's kind of the premise of just going with whatever you have, and something will inevitably show up, of varying quality, I admit, but hopefully it's something good, but at least something shows up because you have showed up to the page, or whatever that metaphor is to you. And my advice is just show up. Just show up and do stuff. Just show up and be kind of comfortable to make stuff. The trick with me, the reason why this is happening for me, is that there are people probably like these guys who went to conservatoire and they learned to play their instrument very, very well. If you wanted to be as part of the orchestra with these guys, but you didn't, you had to learn it on your own, like an autodidact would, then there's a whole circus around how do I get the skill without proper years of tuition. How do I do this? Well, I didn't really do this as tuition. I didn't learn this, so I'm kind of having to smash it together with my taste rather than the machines of my theory, my skill. On a standard test, I'm shit with theory. Terrible. So this is what my life has become, having to do it, smash it out every day to learn it and do it in front of you, because having a microphone seems natural to me. It's a weird rub. It's a weird thing. Anyway, here we go. Shit. No, I do not use ChatGPT. I've never used ChatGPT. Do you not believe me? Okay. All right, here we go. Here is day 471. We'll play this, and then we'll play a nice, swoony, lovely thing after this. Here we go. Sophie, Susanna, Natalia, Miranda. Woo! There you go. A playful little one, day 471. There you go, what would you call it? Any suggested names? No, what's that? Yo.
Yellow.
Yellow.
I like
Right,
YOLO.
Joe. Cool. There it is. That was fun. Now we'll play something. This one was from Sunday the 8th of June. Sunday the 8th of June here. I call this one a winter song because it's winter in June. It seems a bit obvious, but it's a nice, slower one. You don't want me here, do you?
I think it should be, right?
It should be okay.
We'll just say they the letter.
I'll just plough on through. This is day 450. I want to hear it again. That's why I'm completely selfish. Let's hear 450. You can come and have a chat to me if you want to. Miranda, Natalia, Susanna, Sophie, Stuart. There you go. That's a bit of fun, and they're still here. Should we give today's another round? Let's play today's one more time.
Do it fast.
And no one will, but make even faster. Yeah, you'll play faster. Thank you. And then after this, you can all slowly meander off to the ferry or off to the shop to buy all my shit. There's lots of it. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. Give it up again for these guys. They're doing an amazing job. Amazing. 4 p.m. is here until October. There's a live stream as well as a Patreon page. There's a bunch of ways to check in. Come and have a chat. Thank you. Here's the day. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great week. My name is Dean Stevenson. Come and have a chat and take care. Bye-bye.